Hello, my name is Noble. Today's tutorial I'm going to show you how you can clone a hard disk. What I'm trying to say is how you can mirror a particular hard disk with your primary Windows installation and clone it to another hard disk. Alright? There are many benefits of cloning a hard disk, like in cases whereby your primary hard disk crashes and you may need a backup, maybe you have important softwares installed on it. Now this cloning encompasses all your softwares, all your files that were in your primary hard disk. So you're going to have them on your secondary hard disk. For this tutorial, I'm going to make use of a desktop system and two hard disks. Now, the hard disk with the blue casing right here is my primary hard disk, which has my Windows 7 installed inside, a 500 gigabyte, and my hard disk B here is just 80 gigabytes, and I want to use it as a clone of my hard disk A. You could also do this for a laptop, but I prefer to use a desktop for this tutorial because a laptop is very compact and removing hard disk for me is cumbersome. Okay, so now we can go to my desktop here, my computer, where you can see the two hard disks already installed inside. As you can see here, my local disk C, which is 500 gigabytes, has my Windows installed inside, and the second hard disk, which is 80 gigabytes, is empty. Right? So also, for this tutorial, I'm going to make use of AOIMEA Backup, which is a free software, which I'm going to be using to do the cloning. As you can see, I have a few pictures on my desktop, and I have another WinRAR application, which I'm going to install to show you that after cloning your system, it preserves your installed softwares. Okay. Now, for those that may be doubting, let me format the second hard disk again. That's the new volume F, which has the 80 gigabyte space. So I'm going to format it again so that you'll be 100% sure that it is empty and doesn't contain any Windows installation. So I'm formatting it, and okay, format complete. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run the AOMEI backup software. I'm going to install it on the system. Install. All right, so it's going to take a little while, but it's surely going to install. Finishing installation. Okay, so I just click finish. All right, so now on our desktop we have the AOMEI backup already showing there. So I will just launch it. Yes, and yeah, beautiful. Now to the category of the software, you can, to the left you can see backup. Now the backup is in a case whereby you want to back up your OS, like the same way you can do it on a Windows backup and you restore it. These two options are for that, backup and restore. But we are interested in cloning the hard disk, so which is the third option. So I'm going to select clone. Now the other option is given is the partition clone or the disk clone. The partition clone means maybe in my primary hard disk, I have a partition there which I just want to clone. But in this case, I want the whole disk clone. So I'm going to select the disk clone option. And again, it's asking the source disk. The source disk means which is the disk I want to clone. And the disk I want to clone is my disk drive C, which is the 500 gigabytes here, as you can see. So you just select that and you click next. Okay, now the next stage is the destination disk. Now you have to specify which is your destination disk. Now what disk do you want to clone your disk C to? And in this case is the drive F, which is the 80 gigabyte disk. So I'll select that and you also click next. All right, it asks you a little question. After performing the operation, the existing partitions on the destination disk will be overwritten or deleted. So we suggest you to back them up firstly. Well, we want to continue with the operation, so you click yes. Right, so it shows an operation summary, source disk to destination disk. So we can start the clone now. Right, clone is initializing, checking volumes. Now disk cloning, copying volume, E. Now it's copying the data. It usually takes a little while depending on how large your primary disk is or how large the amount of files you have in your disk. Depending on that, it's going to take a little while. So right now, system is updating, so you have to be patient. So it's copying data. Now, if you can look, if you notice below here, you see moving data status. Now we know that the total size of our primary hard disk which we are cloning is 8.5 gigabytes, and showing you the status of how much files it has already copied, and we're just on 519 700 plus MB of 8 gigabytes. So I'll take a pause now and I'll come back when the status is a little bit near 8 gig. So see you at the other half. Okay, hello there. Welcome back. Now the status is 6.8 gigabytes of 8 gigabyte. So we just have to wait a little more. Now we're on 7. You could also choose the option of shutting down computer after completing the operation. So after the cloning is complete, you could just, the system will automatically shut down itself. Okay, so it's almost done. Okay, so system updating, 98%. The operation has been completed successfully. So all we need to do now is click finish, and we can close the AOMEI backup. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shut down the system so I can make the hard disk switch. So I'm going to shut down my system now so I can remove my primary hard disk. All right. So what I've done right now is I've cloned my disk A, that's the disk with the blue casing. I've cloned it to the other disk right here, with the 80 gigabyte space. So since I've cloned it successfully, like you saw that, I'm going to have to now remove or disconnect my primary hard disk, which is this. I'm going to have to disconnect my primary hard disk. So I'm going to put that aside, and I'm going to leave just this disk in the system. So I'm going to put it on. And it's going to boot. It's going to boot up now. Starting Windows. And just like I told you before, we are still on the 80 gigabyte hard disk. Our previous one that we cloned is here with a blue casing right there. Right, so Windows is starting up. Welcome. Okay, now as you can recall, this was everything we had on the previous Windows installation, which was on the blue hard disk. And this is the backup software. This is the AOMEI software itself. And these are files that are there. Let me take you to my computer. All right, as you can see, this is the 70 gigabyte hard disk. This is the 80 gigabyte hard disk. 80 gigabyte hard disk already here, which we made a clone of the previous system. Right. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've learned how to clone a computer hard disk. I'll put a description on the link to download the software for you and the description of the video. So thank you very much for watching once again. Kindly like and share my video. Thank you.